Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at some of the accessories on the Baja board. Let's get started. So at either end of the Baja board, and this applies to G4 and G4X, we have what we call the shock towers, because the shock absorbers attach to these towers. In between there's a gap, and we've got some spaces there sort of holding screws in place. When we first designed the board, we allowed space there particularly for attachments to come later on. So let's have a look at how we attach, for example, the tow bar. So with the tow bar, we essentially remove those spaces. We create a bit of a gap here, and we insert this funny looking shape object right in the middle, and we screw it into place. So you can see we replaced the spaces in the middle with this piece, which is secured very nicely by the same screws, and this little shaft here is going to be what we're going to put the attachments on. Now, before we're going to go out and show you guys the trailer, let's also do something to the front. We're going to do a similar setup for the front, but it's going to be for a stabilizer bar. So for the front, we pretty much do the same thing, except we use a different adapter. This one is a bit bigger, as you can see. So we've got the tow bar at the back, we've got the, let's call it the universal mount, it's just a thread at the front. So for the tow bar and the trailer, you get one of these sort of T-shaped linkages from a regular bike trailer or its cargo trailer. Typically they're designed to go onto a bike this way, but you've got a sprint attachment that's flexible. You twist it 90 degrees and you plonk it in. You can shove your thing through it. So for our stabilizer handlebar, so to speak, we've got this push bar, and we've effectively secured it to another thread adapter. So that's an M20 thread. And literally what we're doing, if I can catch it, there we go. We're just screwing this baby on. Here we go. You don't want this to be completely stationary. You do want this to move, because as you are leaning and twisting, your natural inclination is to actually move your hand. So if this is stationary, it actually feels quite weird to have a completely stationary handlebar. So this is like the parental setup with your handlebar, your trailer. One thing to note about this is, you know, this is sort of good for 25 up to 25, 30 k's an hour. If you're really going to go fast, you're better off without it, because, you know, if you lose grip at high speeds and it's bouncing around, this can swing around and be more of a hazard than a safety thing. But obviously if you're a beginner, this is going to be very useful. You're not going to be going 50 k's an hour anyway. And the last bit of accessories we can look at today is going to be this newbie. It's imagine a four-wheel drive. This is basically the spotlight to add a bit of luminosity to your ride, especially if you're going in pitch black, as we do with the Baja board. The light itself comes with a clip. You can either go right behind the PCB, or you can go right behind the shock tower. It's really up to your preference. There we go. Very quick installation. Probably the easiest installation out of all the handlebars and tow bars. And the only additional thing you've got to get there is an adapter, a wire loom adapter from us that allows you to connect to the right voltage in your on your motherboard. So you will then connect this together. It's very directional, and our regular light's a bit more widespread, so you get a very nice view in the dark. So these are the accessories we've got going on at the moment. And if you're interested in any of those, just contact us via email.